Healthy hair, healthy mind. Hi, I'm David. Welcome to another one of my videos. Healthy hair, healthy mind. It's the best combination you could possibly find. Today I'm going to explain why it's so important to look after your hair. For your sake and for the sake of relationships. And how to look after your hair. And also what your hair and hairstyle says about you. You ready? Why is it so important to look after your hair? For your sake and for the sake of relationships. You might have depression or just feeling down with work or health or relationship issues, something like that. Maybe you're just so busy and think, I've got more important things to do than look after my hair. It's a waste of time. Wrong. When you make the time and effort to look after your hair, you're basically making a statement. You're saying, I take pride in my hair, in my appearance. I'm making the time and effort to feel good about me, to look after me. When you do that, that is the right attitude to have. When you have that attitude and have that approach and actually take that action, that's something counsellors would be so proud of you for. Michael, my dentist, said to me, if people don't look after their teeth, they get discoloured and eventually fall out. And I said to Michael, it's the same if people don't look after their hair. Your hair gets discoloured and your hair will fall out. So Michael and I have that agreement. In terms of relationships, if you're looking for a partner, it's likely that the more time and effort you spend in looking after your hair will be rewarded. You'll be seen as someone who takes pride in your hair, in your appearance, and in your mind. And you're more likely to find someone, aren't you? But on the other hand, if you couldn't care less about your hair or your appearance, well, put it this way. Who the hell would want to be bothered with someone like that? Now, maybe you are in a relationship and have been for a while. Might have been married for a while. Now, sadly, one of the great sadnesses of our time is that over time, so many people who've been married for a while, they neglect their hair. They neglect their appearance. And they say, I couldn't be bothered looking after my hair now, after my appearance. After all, I've already got myself a partner. There are so many couples who neglect their hair, who neglect their appearance after they're married. It's so sad, but it is preventable. So if you want to improve your relationship, make sure you spend extra time looking after your hair, looking after your appearance. You don't need to go to a relationship counsellor. Just spend more time looking after your hair, looking after your appearance. Your partner will be even more attracted to you than they were before you met. And if you really want to spice up your relationship, what you could do is even shampoo each other's hair. Have you tried that? Trust me, it's well worth trying. Now, how to look after your hair. It's vital to find the right shampoo. As you can imagine, I've used many brands of shampoo and conditioner over the years. But in January, I bought the best shampoo I've ever bought in my whole life. And it has changed my life. Since I've been using it, My hair has never looked so good, and it's never been so healthy. I've never looked better. I've never felt better. All because of using this shampoo. Incredible. And I've also, it's a shame I have to show a bit of pride here or not sound so arrogant, but I've never received so many compliments about my hair. A little bit embarrassing at times, but I've got used to it now. It has changed my life. A few weeks ago, I caught up with an old friend, Jade, who I hadn't seen for about 5 years. I looked at her and thought, how come her hair is looking so ugly now? But she looked at me and said to me, David, your hair looks so good now, so long, so beautiful. Wow. Now, I will be very discreet and say that my camera lady today is, how do I put it this way, is hardly the most observant person on earth. But even she said my hair looks so much better, so much more healthy now than what it's looked like in the previous 17 videos. Now, I won't tell you the name of this shampoo I'm using, but if you contact me through my details at the end of the video, I promise I will send you the details of this name of this shampoo, which changed my life. Now, what you do, this is how you look after your hair. With this beautiful shampoo, the first thing you do when you're in the shower is put your hair under the water. Give it a good rinse. And then you pick up this beautiful shampoo. And before applying it to your hair, what you do, you open up the lid and you put your nostril near the opening to the shampoo and you take 3 deep breaths. I'll show you. With each nostril, so I'll do the other one. Oh, makes my nose smell so good. It really is captivating. It's incredible. Now, after what you do when you've done that, right? You put some of the shampoo in both hands. And you rub your hands together and then you apply it to the top of your head. And what you do, you use small circles and gently massage your head over your entire scalp using these small circles gently, right through from the roots to the ends. Now take your time. It doesn't matter if other people are calling out to you and say, come on, mum, come on, sweetheart, you've got other things to do. Say, no, this is my time. This is my quality time. I'm making my hair look good. I'm making the effort to look after my appearance. That's what I deserve. And now take your time massaging your head, every part of your scalp with this shampoo. Remember, gently do it, massaging your scalp, small circles over the entire scalp. Don't forget the back of your head, because otherwise when people are seeing you down the street, you want them to see how great your hair looks too, not just the people who look at you face to face, okay? Now what you do, remember, take your time doing this. Now when you're finished, don't just rinse your head under the scalp, under the shampoo, under the shower. What you do is let the shampoo soak into your scalp. Let it soak in. Your scalp, believe me, will say thank you afterwards. So while you're doing that, wash the rest of your body with soap and water. Again, take your time. It's no use having healthy hair if the rest of you smells. So hey, is there? So make sure the rest of your body gets a good clean too. And when you've done that for a few minutes, what you do, this is very important too, is put your head under the shampoo, under the shower, right? Now, in contrast to when you're shampooing your hair and you're massaging it into your scalp using small circles like that, when you've got your head under the shower, it's very important that you use long, straight strokes from the front of your head to the back, like this, okay? Long, straight strokes. No curls, no knots, no tangles. Make sure it's absolutely straight. Understand? Good. Now, when you've done that, what you do, you turn the shower off, turn the water off. Now, when you're drying your hair, again, be very careful. Don't neglect this part. Make sure you dry your hair gently. Take your time. Make sure, like you did when you're washing your hair, but make sure you use no tangles, no knots, no curls. They are counterproductive to the whole looking after your hair treatment, okay? Take your time, use a towel. It may take you 5 or 10 minutes or even 20, depending on how long your hair is. Make sure your hair gets that full treatment. Then after about 10 or so minutes or longer, when your hair is fairly dry, you can use a hairdryer. When you're using a hairdryer, again, I can't stress this enough. Make sure there are no curls, no tangles, no knots. Make sure your hair gets a really thorough dry. And when you've done that, give your hair a nice brush. Be careful when you're doing this, you're not doing it so rough, okay? Because the last thing we want is for your beautiful hair to fall out, okay? So when you've done that, take extra time looking in the mirror. What's the expression counsellors love to use? A mirror is your best friend. That's what they do. That's what I say anyway. So when your hair is looking absolutely great, fantastic. Good on you. It's what you deserve. And you're more likely to get positive comments from your partner and anyone who has the privilege of looking at you. Now with this shampoo, before I forget, otherwise I'll get murdered, you might be wondering, David, I'm dying to use this shampoo, but how much does it cost? Well, the fact is, now listen to me, this shampoo which I bought, which changed my life, cost $2. $2, that's right. Now, you might be spending $15 or $20 a month on shampoo and conditioner, but with this shampoo, spending $2, it lasts me about 3 months. You're saving so much money, and at the end of the year, and you don't need conditioner. Trust me, you just use this shampoo, no conditioner. At the end of the year, the money you save, spending your money on this shampoo, you can treat yourself to maybe a weekend away at a luxury resort or something like that. Fantastic. Now this shampoo, it's great for men and for women and for children. And it's safe to use and it's great to use. Okay. Now, what does your hair and your hairstyle say about you? The fact that so many men have facial hair, including moustaches and beards, says a lot about them. In a sense, it indicates that whereas so many women have descended from angels, at least the women I know, in a sense, that men with lots of facial hair, including moustaches and beards, have descended from apes. Sad but true. Now men, I've got another fact for you. There are such things as razors. Are you staggered by that? Yes, you can actually buy them at great places. Even the most casual sort of places, they sell razors. So do yourself a favour. Buy one. You can. Now, women, if you like the idea of cuddling up to a creature with facial hair, don't be bothered with a man with a moustache and beard. Find yourself a monkey or an orangutan, or better still, a hairy-nosed wombat. Okay? Now, if you're a lady who always has your hair in a bun, like my neighbour has for 70 or even more years, you're saying, I'm too lazy to care about my hair, about my appearance, about me. If you don't like it, go jump in the lake. And some do. If though you wear your hair shoulder length or longer, or in a ponytail or something like that, it shows pride in your hair, pride in your appearance, and you look so much more attractive than what you do now. It makes you look so much more classy too. Remember, the more natural your hair, the more natural you are. Now, you may be wondering what inspired me to do this video. The answer is, at the start of this year, I was in a really, really bad way. And I do mean bad. I'd even used a lot of... No, I won't say that. I had to ring a crisis line. And I said I really struggle at the end of each day. I was crying as I was talking to the lady. When I told her about how I struggle when I'm in the shower, because I'm naked then and all my defences are down. I feel vulnerable. I was feeling hurt. The lady, the crisis support worker, she said to me, David, why don't you try buying a nice smelling shampoo, and when you're in the shower, focus on that shampoo, on the fragrance, on massaging it into your scalp. 100% on that. Take the time to do it. And you know what? I've taken her advice. And those words of wisdom from that crisis support worker have changed my life. They can change your life too. Okay? Now, before I finish, I'd like to stress that for some people who have medical conditions in which their hair falls out, please, if you have been offended or upset by anything I've said in this video, don't. The last thing I wanted to do was offend you. And if your hair has fallen out for medical reasons, then hey, how about taking the attitude of having a big smile on your face and having the attitude of, hey, people can look at my face more. Without the hair, it's not a distraction. So if you're in that situation, take care, okay? And do that. Now remember, by increasing the time and effort you spend on looking after your hair, the results are better looking hair, a better looking you, a more healthy mind, a more healthy you. Remember, healthy hair, healthy mind. It's the best combination you could possibly find. And remember what I said earlier on, if you want to get the details about the shampoo I use, contact me, see my details in the bio below. Thank you.